Fundamentals of E-commerce, presented by Navi S, Saparya TV, and Sasmita AN. Synopsis of our content is as follows: Introduction, success, failure, case law, and other legal issues faced by Byjus. Let me start with the introduction. Byjus, officially known as Byjus the Learning App, was founded in 2011 by Baiju Ravindran and Divya Gokulnath. The company started as a traditional tutoring service with offline education in various subjects. Like we all know about Byjus that it is a learning app that we use in our day-to-day life. Byjus quickly became a leading player in the e-learning sector with several phases capitalizing on the growing trend of digital learning. As I said before, it was started in 2011. Now it became a leading player in the market. It is because of its innovation, adding features like live classes, interactive games, and adapting learning technologies. Now let's continue with the success and failures faced by Byjus.
Now let us see the success of Byjus. The first one is rapid growth. Since its beginning, the Byjus growth trajectory has been very impressive. The Byjus was started in the year 2011 and by the year of 2015, the company's app had over 1 million downloads in its first year. All that was because of how they interacted with the students through video lessons, interactive quizzes, and also the personalized learning paths which they follow. All these have set Byjus apart from most other educational methods. The second one is funding and valuation. Showing its potential, the Byjus secured investment from an venture capitalist. By the year of 2015, the Byjus bagged $9 million in funding from a Sequoia Capital. This had become its major boost for its growth. By the year of 2021, the Byjus had become one of the world's top edutech startups with a valuation of $21 billion. The next one is expansion and market dominance. By the year of 2021, the Byjus tutored 100 million students worldwide, while clever marketing, partnerships, and strategic acquisitions fueled its growth. The app's versatility, targeting students from the elementary school to the competitive exam, made it a must have for the learners everywhere. To further strengthen their position in the educational market, it had made some strategic moves. By the year of 2021, they acquired Akash Educational Services for $1 billion. This merger aimed to combine the best of traditional classroom learning with the flexibility and the convenience of online education. And Byjus did not stop up here. They kept innovating, adding features like live classes, interactive games, and also the adaptive learning technologies. It means that the students could choose the learning style that best suited them. It was like having a personal tutor right at their fingertips. Now let us see what the Byjus could have done to avoid the failures. To reverse its downward trajectory, the Byjus could have focused on boosting user attention by improving the quality and also the effectiveness of its educational content. The next one is instead of aggressively spending on acquiring new users, investing in refining the learning experience would have boosted user satisfaction and also long term loyalty. The next one is the Byjus could have adopted a more data driven approach to monitor the customer behavior and also customize content to individual needs through personalized learning paths. Additionally, better cost management strategies, including cutting unnecessary expenses and focusing on the profitable segments, would have improved financial stability. Finally, prioritizing transparency and honesty in the marketing would have helped avoid legal issues and maintain the trust of its users.
Despite its initial success, Byjus began facing challenges. These setbacks show the difficulties of maintaining success in a rapidly evolving industries. Some reasons why Byjus is going downhill are higher acquisition cost, next quality control issues, retention problems, financial struggles, and regularity and legal issues. Now let's talk about higher customer acquisition cost. One of the main reasons Byjus struggled is because it spent a lot of money to attract new users. In 2021, the company spent around $250 million on aggressive marketing. This massive expense aimed to bring in new students, but it also meant that Byjus had to spend a lot only to get each new user. When companies spend too much on acquiring customers, it becomes hard to gain profit because the cost of bringing in new users can be higher than the revenue they generate. Quality control issues. Byju's faced criticism over the quality of its educational content. While the company promised engaging and effective lessons, some users found the content didn't meet their expectations. In 2022, about 15% of the users reported they were unhappy with the quality of the material. This dissatisfaction led to a decline in trust and credibility, making it harder for Byju's to keep its users engaged and satisfied. Existing students showed their dissatisfaction with the platform in reviews. This made it harder for its targeting customers to trust the application. Therefore, money spent on heavy advertising could not convert better. Next, retention problems. Another major issue for Byju's was keeping users interested over time. Retention is crucial based for any subscription-based service, but Byju's saw its users' retention rate drop from 60% to 45% over 2 years. This decline meant that fewer users continued using the app after their initial sign-up, which hurt the company's revenue and growth. When users leave after a short period, it increases the cost of acquiring new users to replace them, making it harder to build a stable customer base. Next, financial struggles. Byju's financial health also became a concern. In the fiscal year 2022, the company reported a loss of $200 million. The losses were mainly due to high operational costs such as marketing, content development, and poor cost management. Despite its high valuation and larger user base, these losses showed that the company's expenses were outpacing its income, affecting its overall profitability. Next, regularity and legal issues. It will be continued by Sasmita.
Now let's see about the cases faced by Byju's. Byju's faced several legal issues, and let me talk about a predominant one. Like, a case was filed against Byju's for misleading advertisement, and the judgment was against the Byju's. Like, in 2022, the Indian government fined the company $10 million for misleading advertising claims. This fine was because of accusation that Byju's had made exaggerated promises about the effectiveness of its educational programs. Like, this legal issue resulted in financial penalties and damaged the brand's reputation, making it harder for the Byju's to attract and retain its users, and it created a great impact in the Byju's. As I said earlier, Byju's faced several legal issues. Now let me say about some other legal issues faced by Byju's. Byju's has also been involved in insolvency proceedings. The National Company Law Tribunal (NCLT) suspended Byju's board of directors and appointed an interim resolution professional to run the company. Once there was a dispute within Byju's, and the NCLT suspended its board of directors and appointed a professional to run the company. The Supreme Court has reversed judgment on a plea challenging the settlement between Byju's and BCCI. A judgment was passed in the case law between Byju's versus BCCI. Then the Supreme Court has reversed the judgment since the fault is on Byju's. Thank you.